Why Agent Wilmore?
Why Agent Cook?
You picked a great day to be late. There's some big gun in from D.C. I don't know what's up, but it looks serious.
Did he say anything to you?
No.
Did he ask about me?
No.
Wilmore.
Agent Wilmore, I want to see you in my office. Come in. This is Assistant Director Skinner.
Agent Wilmore?
Sir?
Two of my agents are missing, Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. I haven't heard from them in 3 days. I'm extremely concerned.
Where were they last seen?
In my office in D.C., right before they left.
What case were they working on?
I am not quite sure. All I have is this travel requisition which shows that they were going to Washington.
These two agents were able to function with a high degree of autonomy due to the nature of the cases they pursued.
Can I get their cell phone numbers?
You'll find it in the dossier, however they're not answering.
Have they disappeared before?
No, not like this.
File an APB on Mulder and Scully, then give your current case files to Cook. A.D. Skinner will join you shortly.
Hey, partner, how's it going?
Will you file an APB on Mulder and Scully for me?
Yes.
Shanks wants me to hand my cases off to you.
Great. Thanks, Golden Boy.
I suggest we start with the motel where Mulder and Scully are staying. I'll be waiting for you in the car.
Can I help you?
We're looking for information on two FBI agents who checked in here.
Mm-hmm. And their names would be?
Agents Mulder and Scully.
Oh, yeah. They paid for a week in advance, room 3 and 4.
Did you notice anything unusual about the two agents?
The guy was kind of spooky. Other than that, no.
Did anything unusual occur while they were here?
Not that I can remember.
Do you have the make and license number of their rental car?
Sure, it's on the form, assuming they told the truth.
Could you write it down for me, please? Do you keep a record of outgoing calls?
Sure, for billing purposes.
Could I get a copy, please?
Great. Give me a minute. I want you to know you're putting me behind.
Sorry, don't mean to bother you at work.
Funny.
Would you take us to their rooms, please?
Sure, come this way. Here we go. This is his room. She stays next door.
Thank you.
I hope there aren't any dead bodies in here. I got finals coming up next week. You can get in and out through here.
Did they ask you to unlock those doors?
Did they look unlocked? No, they didn't.
Thank you. We'll, let you know if we need anything else.
You know where to find me.
Why don't you start with Mulder's room? I'll take Scully's. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. I can't decide if that's good or bad. I'm gonna pretend you're not doing that. Why don't you check out the main floor? I'm gonna take a look in there.
found blood. Someone got shot.
Well, this phone is DOA.
Agent Wilmore, FBI. I'd like to ask you a few questions. What's your name?
James Wong.
What can you tell me about that warehouse?
Not much. It's a warehouse. I don't know, I just dock here. They used to haul a lot of cargo in and out of there. Armed guards sometimes. Lately it's been pretty quiet, which ain't too surprising, considering what's been going on around here.
So what exactly is that?
Fish been drying up.
So what's happened to the fishing?
I don't know, but it's getting bad. Some folks say it's from overfishing.
How long's this been going on?
Long enough for a lot of guys to move on. Can't make ends meet. I'm thinking about it myself.
Have you noticed any unusual activity?
Not really, just the fact the warehouse has been a lot quieter than usual.
You been here this last week?
Pretty much.
You haven't seen or heard anything unusual?
No, I try to get home by dusk, see my family.
Tell me about your family.
Why?
Curious. Just want to know about your family, that's all.
Okay. Wife, little girl.
How old's your daughter?
7.
Young for a man your age. I'm surprised.
I eat a lot of fish.
Is your wife younger than you?
Young enough to have a 7-year-old.
How long have you been in this country?
My accent give it away, huh? 10, 11 years, maybe.
Where you from, Mr. Wong?
China. I left Canton in 1985.
Any reason why we'd find blood in that warehouse?
No, industrial accident, maybe. I don't know.
Does this look familiar to you?
No. What is it?
Why don't you let me ask the questions? I'll have some DNA tests run on the blood.
I'll take a sample to the side crime lab in D.C. and have it analyzed.
Hey, Mr. Wilmore. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Hey, John, how have you been?
Bored. I hope you have something real exciting for me.
I'll do my best.
So, what have you got? Is this blood?
Very good.
You got a target to match it to? I can tell you the blood type, but without a target for a DNA test, there's not much I can do. What's the case?
A couple of missing FBI agents. We think the blood may belong to one of them.
That's too bad. I suggest you have the Cycrime lab in DC run it. They could probably match it against the current agent database pretty quickly. One slug. Looks like a 38. It's not in very good shape. Standard stuff, I guess?
Yeah, I dug it out of a hunk of wood.
You got it. What have we here? You're gonna have to do better than this. I can tell you right now what this is. It's industrial grade lead.
Lead?
Yeah.
Why lead?
I don't know. It's used for anything from weighing scuba divers to lining X-ray vests. Pretty common stuff.
Is there any reason why someone would treat this like contraband?
Nope. It's neither illegal nor sexy. There's no reason why anybody should want or need to smuggle it anywhere.
Is there any connection with the decline in fishing?
I don't see any obvious connection. Or fishing into the federal offense.
You think the blood belongs to one of your agents?
I can't rule it out. But I'll wait for the test results before making a determination. I suggest you do the same, Agent Wilmore. This is Skinner. I understand. I have to go back to Washington immediately. I'll take some of the blood back to the lab in D.C. for analysis. These two agents are very important to me.
Is this Agent Wilmore?
Yes.
Agent Wilmore, this is Agent Pendrell of the Psi Crime Lab in D.C. I completed the preliminary analysis of the blood sample from your office. I'm afraid I got some bad news. It looks like that blood belongs to Agent Scully.
Oh, Jesus. Are you certain?
Fairly. I mean, a more detailed analysis will confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that's Scully's blood. At the very least, we know she's been injured. Was there much blood at the scene?
Yeah, a fair amount.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the call.
Sure. If anything changes, I'll let you know.
All right. Thanks.
More good news. That fisherman you interviewed yesterday, he's just been shot to death.
How did you know about Wong?
What?
How did you know I went to see Wong yesterday?
You told me.
I told you about Wong? I just forgot, I guess.
Hey, come on in. Well, congratulations, old-timer. I don't know what you were doing, but you just warranted the involvement of the federal government. Lucky you.
What can I do for you?
Special Agent Craig Wilmore, FBI.
FBI. What's the Bureau's interest in this case?
I'm investigating the disappearance of two agents.
Okay, so what's the connection to this man?
My investigation led me to this warehouse. Inside we found evidence of foul play, including the blood of one of our missing agents. I spotted Wong, asked him a few questions about the warehouse. Now he's dead. I'm not certain what the connection is, but I'm pretty certain there is one.
I'll buy that. Interesting. This case just went from routine to fun. Thanks.
So, what have you got?
Harbor Master found the body. He was shot once in the back of the head, large caliber by the looks of it, no witnesses, no sign of struggle.
That's it?
So far.
So, where's the harbor master?
Gone for coffee.
Have you questioned him yet?
Nope. Next on my list after search boat.
Any thoughts on motive?
Robbery, most likely.
So what was stolen?
Haven't quite gotten there yet, just about to go onto the boat.
Well, robbery seems unlikely to me. Didn't look like the old guy had much.
Probably true. But you'd be amazed at what people will kill for. He probably had a cigar box full of cash. Unless maybe he was killed for squealing to the feds.
I wish I thought that was funny.
Well, Wong didn't exactly run with the most desirable crowd.
Any reports of trouble in this area?
No. All's quiet on the waterfront.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to just pin this on gang activity and be done with it? All right, looks like it's time to board the good ship Agrippa. Care to join me? Answer me this. Where'd he put his fish?
What?
His catch. Where'd he put his catch? There's no freezers. Hell, there's not even an ice chest on board. So where'd the fish go? And by the looks of it, those are some pretty serious gas tanks down there.
I'm finished. I'm gonna take Wong here for his free ride.
Ask her to give me a call when she's finished.
Okay. It was a pretty easy morning. It shouldn't take too long.
Thanks.
So, what's your theory on the hold?
My guess is that Wong was not quite what he seemed. I think this boat was being used for something other than fishing, which certainly puts a spin on his murder.
Did you know fish stocks have been declining in this area recently?
No? Where'd you pick that up at?
Wong told me yesterday.
Ah, well, there's a reliable source.
Did you know Mr. Wong was taking stolen painkillers?
What the hell are you talking about?
I found a cache of pills in his cabin. No prescription labels, obviously stolen goods. Industrial state quantities, too.
How interesting. Well, that certainly adds a sordid little wrinkle to things, doesn't it?
So, still think the motive for his murder was robbery?
Let's just see what the autopsy reveals, all right?
What's the Tarakan?
What?
Tarakan. What is it?
I don't know, why?
I found this slicker in the cabin labeled the Tarakan.
I guess it's the name of the boat. No, this boat's called the Agrippa.
Well, guess that adds another mystery to your list, doesn't it?
Well, the harbor master's returned.
Well, hello. I wish you told me there was two of you. I'd have brought another coffee.
That's all right. Agent Wilmore here is trying to cut down.
Well, still, I could have brought you decaf.
How long have you known Wong?
Oh, a few years. Started docking here in '94, I think. Yeah, early '94.
Did you notice anything unusual happening here last night?
No, none at all. In fact, it was real quiet.
Did Mr. Wong have any enemies?
I don't think so. I would say no, but, well, these days, I don't know anything anymore.
Did you know if Mr. Wong had any financial difficulties?
No, I don't. I always paid his birth fees on time. Of course, things have been hard on everybody around here lately. I imagine he was feeling it too.
Who owns this warehouse?
It's leased to a company called Majestic Shipping, out of the Far East.
Could you give me a phone number?
Well, depends on which number you want. They got offices in Hong Kong, Chechnya. So, which number?
The main number.
No, these guys don't quite work like that. But it's okay. I'll get you all the information I have.
How long have the fish stocks been declining around here?
Oh, a while now. Overfishing's the most likely cause, but it's gotten a lot worse in the past couple of months. Most of the small guys going out of business. Wong's the only one still holding on. Or he was.
How do these boats normally store their catch?
Well, usually they got what they call a live well in the hold that keeps water circulating over the fish. Some of the bigger outfits will have a refrigerated holding tank.
Any idea why Wong's boat would have neither?
No, I don't imagine he had the money to upgrade something like that. That'd have to be done in the dry dock anyway. That's pretty strange. Really. I don't know why.
What's the Tarakan?
Ocean-going tug. It burned at sea 2 months ago.
Really?
Why would Wong have a slicker from the Tarakan in his cabin?
Well, I don't know. Don't think he knew those guys. They were Russian. Maybe he picked it up as scrap after the fire.
I think I remember hearing something about that. The crew all died, didn't
Yeah. Boat's over at the impound dock. You want to take a look?
they? Why don't we go take a look at the Tarakan?
Well, sure. Yeah, it's not far from here. Come on. Seattle. Anyway, the Coast Guard cutter, the Stalwart, saw a fire on the horizon, rushed out there. By the time they arrived, it was too late. The entire crew had burned to death.
How many men were on board?
Total of 9. Although only 4 bodies were recovered, the rest were presumed lost at sea.
What was the cause of the fire?
Never determined. They have no idea.
Look at that. Fire damage seems to be contained to the outside of the hull. Cabin and the interior don't seem to be burnt at all.
Okay, so what's your point?
Well, how was the crew killed by a fire that only burned the hull? For that matter, why did the fire only burn the hull in the first place?
You got me. You're the detectives. Look, do you mind if I go? I got a lot of forms to fill out. You know, when there's a dead body, wow, paperwork.
Sure, you can go. I'll call you if I need anything. Thanks.
Oh, no problem. Well, it was nice to meet you, and I'll fax you those phone numbers.
Well, looks like it's just you and me.
See these outlines here on the side of the cabin?
Yeah, it's kind of frightening, isn't it? What causes it?
I have no idea.
It reminds me of pictures I've seen of Hiroshima.
How's that?
Well, the blast from the bomb left the outline of people behind. I don't know why. I can barely remember it. I was only a kid when I saw the picture. Jesus, scared the bejesus out of me.
This looks interesting.
Looks like Cyrillic. Seattle PD has a task force investigating smuggling out of the former Soviet Union. They've got a full-time translator over there. I can get it translated.
Okay.
Well, that was easy. I thought certainly you would give me grief about that.
No, if Seattle PD has the resources, let's take advantage of them.
Well, that's a commendable attitude.
Place looks like it's already been dusted for prints.
Oh, yeah, so it has. Probably from the first investigation into the fire.
Look at this.
What is it?
I have no idea.
Well, be careful with it.
Relax.
It looks like an explosive device.
Well, it could be. It's certainly heavy enough.
Maybe we should call in a hazmat team.
Let's not overreact, okay?
What the hell are you doing?
You really need to cut down to 1 cup a day. It's empty.
What is it?
I don't know. But I do know one very happy lab technician.
Hey, Detective. Truett from the coroner's office just called. They've completed the autopsy on Mr. Wong. She's found something you ought to see.
Well, looks like we're headed to the coroner's. I can hardly wait. This is Agent Wilmer with the FBI. He questioned Wong yesterday.
I hope you found out everything you needed to know.
What have you got?
This is undoubtedly one of the most unusual autopsies I've ever performed. This man died from a single gunshot wound to the back of the head. Large caliber weapon, point blank range. He was also a drug user. It looks like he was high at the time of death.
That would account for the lack of struggle.
But if the slug or the drugs didn't kill him, this man would have been dead within a matter of weeks anyway.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
He was completely riddled with massive tumors. I've never seen anything like it.
What would cause something like that?
I have no idea. But I've never seen a human being so eaten alive with cancer.
How long had he been?
Well, it's hard to say. Organ tissue and blood samples may provide some evidence, but it still could be hard to determine. The evidence of massive tumors suggests that the subject was suffering severe pain, and the drugs could have been used to mitigate.
There was a case a couple of months ago, a fire at sea.
The Tarakan, sure. I remember it. You're the second FBI agent to ask me about that this week.
What are you talking about?
Well, actually, to be specific, you're the third FBI agent. There were a pair here the other day, a man and a woman. They had the bodies of the Tarakan crew members exhumed. She insisted on performing a second autopsy.
It was Mulder and Scully, wasn't it?
Yes. Diana Scully and Wolf Mulder, that's right.
What did she find?
I have no idea. The bodies are still here if you want to see them.
What were the results of the original autopsy?
They died of severe burns.
We want to see them.
All right. You're not squeamish, I hope.
Gotta hate coming here.
Fair warning, this is gonna be pretty bad. These guys had been interred for 2 months. You all right?
Just peachy, thanks. Can we get this over with, please?
Sure. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think someone's stolen the bodies from the Tarakan. You two stay here. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll let you know if I find anything.
What the hell have we stumbled onto here?
Well, I have some clues.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well,
Oh my god.
what is it?
I think I know what's going on here. Oh, Jesus. I hope I'm wrong.
What?
They're smuggling something. They're smugglers. Wong worked for the same people as the crew of the Tarakan.
That would explain the slicker and the lack of fishing equipment.
So they worked for the same people. You questioned Wong. He was killed because they thought he talked. Your two missing agents have the crew from the Tarakan exhumed, and both they and the corpses turn up missing? We've stumbled upon a smuggling ring bringing either radioactive material or possibly chemical weapons into the U.S. from the former Soviet Union. That explains the fire on the Tarakan, Wong's cancer, why he was killed, and what happened to your two missing agents. They got too close. Someone's covering their tracks and they're not afraid to shoot FBI agents to do it. You and I have to work together. We have to stop this. If I'm right, thousands of people might die. I'm gonna have to demand that we cooperate fully with one another.
Okay.
You just got yourself a new partner.
Yowza. What is this? Bomb?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I do need you to tell me just what the hell it is.
Your wish is my command.
Do I have news?
Good morning.
What's the matter with you?
I worked last night. What's the matter with you?
I didn't.
What time is it?
Almost noon. We have a burn victim, and the injuries appear to match those sustained by the crew of the Tarakan. I have the whole thing on tape. Let me just rewind it. Hey, it's not flashing midnight. Impressive. I like a man who's not afraid of technology.
Where did you get the videotape?
Surveillance cam at the gas station. It's not great video, but it still shows the thing.
What thing?
You'll see.
What time did this occur?
6:17 a.m. this morning.
That could be Mulder's rental car. Same make. That looks like Mulder.
Have you seen him?
No, just photos. That guy was at the warehouse last night. Different truck. Same company, Gordon's hauling.
Shona, Washington. So, what do you think?
What was that?
I have no idea, but his injuries are identical to those from the Tarakan, and all of the gas station's electronic equipment stopped working. So what do you think it is?
That light looked like it was coming out of that man's body.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? So what the hell was that all about? Sounds like you have a fax. The body's over at Truett's right now. I'm gonna head on over there and see what she's found out. Oh, I got that Cyrillic document translated. Get this, it was a payroll log. And guess who was on it? Wong. He was paid almost $30,000 in the last 2 months, so I am convinced that the murder was mob-related. Probably because you questioned him. So I guess you did get him killed. I've turned the case over to the task force. Well, that settles it. They're smuggling plutonium. God, we have to stop this. They could kill a lot of people. Okay, cowboy, let's go. We're burning daylight.
Where are we going?
To the coroner's office to get the autopsy reports on the burn victims.
Can I shower first?
I don't know, can you?
I may need some help.
Then I guess you better call that partner of yours. I hear Cook scrubs a mean back.
As near as I can tell, this man wasn't burned to death in any ordinary sense. He has all the appearances of suffering from Hiroshima-like radiation exposure.
What makes you think it's radiation?
Well, first off, I don't know much about it, but he was burned from head to toe. Literally. Fire damage never does that. Secondly, I cut his clothes off him. They were pretty much undamaged. See this? That's the imprint of the logo from his shirt. That's caused by thermic rays. Similar effects were observed at Hiroshima. Kimono patterns were burned into the skin of the wearer. Inverse shadows of objects were permanently etched into walls.
Are there any similarities between this and the Tarakan victims?
The effects are almost identical. We didn't figure it out with the Tarakan because, well, it really didn't occur to us. I mean, this is highly unusual stuff, you know. Sometimes we don't see the extraordinary even when it's right in front of us because we just weren't expecting it.
Could mishandling radioactive materials cause burns like this?
Again, I don't think so, but I don't know much about it. Mishandling radioactive materials might account for Mr. Wong's tumors, but a burn like this would have to be a blast of some sort.
Well, they're obviously not very security-minded.
I know, with all this nice stuff around, too.
That's the same truck from the warehouse. We're obviously in the right place. It's okay. I found what we're looking for.
What is it?
Look at this. It's a manifest. It details a number of shipments between that dockside warehouse and rural Route 1121 in Fanta County, Washington.
I guess I know where we're headed. This wasn't a wasted trip after all.
Right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. We're locked in. Oh, God. There's a bomb in here. We have to get out of here now. times like this, I wish I still smoked.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I find things like this quite bracing.
So I guess you're gonna want me to drive.
That would be a nice gesture.
I never survived a bomb before.
Yeah, well, it happens to me all the time. You probably shouldn't do that. I mean, I would love for you to, don't get me wrong, but you should probably wait until this case is wrapped before we go. Tampering with the evidence?
Who was that guy? He was incredibly strong.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression. You think he works out?
There was something weird about his eyes. Did you see that?
No, I was too busy being knocked across the room to catch that little detail.
He seemed... there was something wrong with him. Almost like he was being controlled by something. Was the bomb meant as a trap, or was it protecting something in the office?
Like what?
Information in that logbook? The rural route address, for instance?
Well, anything in there would be pretty hard to read now, that's for sure. I think the bomb was meant to trap and kill somebody.
I guess we know why the gate was left open.
I mean, it wasn't just small-town coziness.
No. The gate was left open so somebody would get in there and set that bomb off.
Yeah, but was it meant for us or that guy?
So, who owns the hauling yard?
Duh, Russian mobsters. Are you ready to go? I sure am. You're driving, remember?
Right.
Hey, buddy. Good news.
What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. I cracked your case for you.
What are you talking about?
Evgeny Smolnikov, known head of a ring of Georgian smugglers. And I have a witness who placed him at the dock the night of Wong's murder. I ordered surveillance on his little love nest, and since this morning, we've accumulated enough evidence to warrant a raid. We leave ASAP. The SWATs are joining us at the site.
Who's the witness?
What witness?
Identified Smolnikov?
Oh, Fred Kohler, 56, indigent. Sleeping under a tuna net not 50 yards away from the murder. Heard and saw everything.
I'd like to question him.
Sure. Whatever you want. After the raid, he's all yours. Now let's go.
Where's the backup?
I called Seattle PD SWAT boys. They're on the way.
Wait.
I say we get this over with. Surveillance reported that Smolnikov entered the building alone.
You were saying?
I've got it.
Following you.
Okay, Mr. Smolnikov. What gives?
Why are you here? I've done nothing. You have no right to come in here like this. This isn't Russia.
Shut up. You're under arrest.
Where's the plutonium you were smuggling?
What? I handle all sorts of things, but never that. You are talking crazy.
What did you keep in that warehouse?
What do you mean? You're in my warehouse.
Why did you kill Wong?
I didn't kill Wong. I knew him. He maybe did some work for me, but I didn't kill him.
Why did you kill the Tarakan's crew?
I didn't kill nobody. They were my men. Why would I kill them? There was a fire.
Right. A fire you set afterwards to hide what you'd done.
I may be a smuggler, so are lots of people, but I didn't kill anybody. It isn't like that.
Yeah.
Where are the FBI agents?
What are you talking about?
We found the woman's blood in your warehouse.
What warehouse? You're in my warehouse.
Your gun shot her. We have a forensics match.
I kill no FBI agents.
All right. Let's get him downtown and process him. Come on. We'll interrogate him some more once we get this sorted out. Get the local police to secure the warehouse. Let's go.
Agent Wilmore, we must meet right away. Your actions are endangering the lives of Mulder and Scully. They are alive. but they won't be for much longer unless you act quickly. This has nothing to do with Russian smugglers. Sandpoint, Hangar 4, Dawn. Come alone, or I won't show up.
Agent Romo, I'm so glad to see that you took my advice and came along. Perhaps you're not as inept as I had thought.
So, it's the mystery man. I was expecting someone a little more Sean Connery.
I think that'll be quite enough, Agent Romo. We don't have much time, so I want you to listen to me very carefully. The most important thing is that you cannot tell anyone that I was here or that we spoke. No one in the Bureau. Not Cook, not Shanks, nor that Seattle police detective you've been teamed up with. Do you understand me? I need your word on this, Agent Romo, or I won't help you.
You have my word.
Good. Listen very carefully to what I have to tell you. Lives are at stake here, including your own. Mulder and Scully are still alive.
So you said.
But they won't be much longer if you don't do something about it. Scully and Mulder are not together. You need to find the Jane Doe that was checked into the Presbyterian Hospital in Gold Bar 3 days ago. She's about to be released. This has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with smuggled Soviet plutonium.
How do you know about Mulder and Scully?
If you're going to help Scully and Mulder, you're going to need something more than a gun. Men have died in order to possess this. I'm going to loan it to you for a short time, because without it, there's no way that you could survive. The man that Mulder and Scully were looking for and the man that you need to find if you're going to save them can only be killed by inserting this blade into the base of his neck.
Who is he?
This man is not what he seems. If the injury is not precise, he will kill you. Do not try firing a gun. Don't attempt to do anything except to use this. If anyone discovers that you have it, you're a dead man.
Are you Dana Scully?
Who are you?
Assistant Director Skinner asked us to look for you.
I didn't know I was lost. Who are you?
Agent Wilmore.
Who told you I was here?
It was the man who gave me this.
All right.
He told me I couldn't tell anyone about it.
Let's talk.
How do you feel?
Very weak. But actually, I feel a lot better than I did when I first came in here.
Do you have any idea where Mulder is?
I have no idea, but we need to find him.
Where does the Tarakan fit into all this?
Well, one way or another, they were involved in smuggling. I think that's a given. I think that there was an accident at sea involving plutonium, and Mulder thinks that they were somehow killed by an EBE.
EBE?
Extraterrestrial biological entity.
What did your autopsy on the crewman reveal?
The crew had all been exposed to levels of radiation consistent with a large-scale nuclear blast. Now, clearly that didn't happen, but Mulder took that as proof that a UFO had landed in the area and that an alien life form aboard the craft had irradiated the Tarakan crew.
I take it you don't subscribe to that theory?
There is always an alternate explanation.
What happened in the warehouse?
Mulder and I observed some suspicious traffic in and out of the warehouse. We went in to investigate. We were attacked by a number of armed men. I was shot. There was an odd light. Mulder carried me out of the warehouse. I blacked out and I woke up here.
What is this used for?
I don't know what it's used for. Perhaps Mulder can tell you. I'm afraid that's all I have to offer. What can you two tell me?
Well, there have been other burn victims.
I hope that doesn't mean that plutonium is being transported.
There's an unidentified man involved. We encountered him at the burn site and then later again at the hauling yard.
We found a connection between the warehouse and the hauling yard. It's a trucking outfit in Charner, Gordon's hauling. They've made numerous deliveries between the warehouse and a rural route that we haven't had a chance to investigate.
Seems to me that we need to find the identity of the man from the hauling yard, and that you two need to pay a visit to the rural route address.
What are you going to do?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is get in touch with Assistant Director Skinner, and then I'm going to check out of here. I can meet up with you two later at your field office, but I think that we have to hurry. Agent Mulder may be running out of time, and if the smugglers do have him held hostage, they have little incentive to keep him alive.
That little PDA of yours was right. I'm impressed.
Hey, I'm not afraid of technology.
What is it that we're looking for again?
Rear quarter panel from a 64 Dodge Dart.
Something with the number 82434 on it, right?
That's the idea. Looks like we got our work cut out for us.
Well, obviously this fire is recent. This looks like an operating room of some kind.
Hey!
Hey!
I didn't do nothing.
Nobody said that you did. We just want to talk to you.
There's been a fire in a boxcar back there. You know anything about that?
Sure, Don. I saw the guys who set it.
What did they look like?
Bloodless yuppies in cheap suits. Two of them. They backed that car up here yesterday and set fire to it in my own backyard. Can you believe that? I have some stuff, Don. Got it out of that burnt car. You may want it.
That was informative.
What kind of stuff?
You tell me, Don. What kind of stuff do I have?
Videotape?
Yes, sir. We have a winner. Videotape it is. Congratulations. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you. $10. Pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks.
Put it in.
What's up? Mark Cook, Mary Asadorian. Mary Asadorian, Mark Cook.
Nice to meet you. Okay, somebody's obviously cutting on something. What do these clandestine medical experiments have to do with Russian smugglers?
And if this guy's a surgeon, what was he looking for at Gordon's hauling?
And what was that experiment being performed?
I don't know. Whatever it was, the patient didn't look human.
Is there any way to ID the good doctor there?
Yeah, all you gotta do is take a frame of the video and match it against the databases.
Okay, so let's do it.
Bingo. Okay, what do we have here? To Jonathan Rausch.
What's him, all right? Wow. Military, huh?
Yeah, looks that way.
What's that?
Someone's trying to establish a video conferencing link.
Oh, what the hell. Never really tried to use this thing before.
Agent Wilmore?
Yes.
Ah, we're in the right place.
Who are you?
Friends of Agent Scully.
Some of us are more than just friends.
She asked us to contact you.
What do you want?
Agent Scully contacted us with information about the case you're working on.
Now, based on what Dana told us, we believe that there's a top-secret facility in Alaska involved.
Okay, what's the big deal about Alaska?
Well, this facility is used as a nexus point for most of the government's West Coast boxcar work. If this is true, Mulder's in incredible danger. This facility was built in the early 60s. We think they chose Alaska so they can use the Aurora Borealis to hide UFO traffic into and out of the base. We also think that an alien craft recovered in the Pacific is stored there.
What's boxcar work?
Ah, one of the great unspoken peace dividends. The government has a massive network of rail cars, which they can use as mobile surgical theaters, autopsy rooms, and quarantine facilities.
These boxcars have a twofold purpose. They allow the government to quickly pick up and transport stray EVEs, and they serve as a mobile base of operations for a series of genetic experiments.
What kind of genetic experiment?
The cross-pollinization of the human race, intermingling human DNA with genetic material from EVEs.
Where's Mulder?
We're not sure, but knowing Mulder, if there's a trail leading to this facility, he's following it. Scully mentioned an unidentified man who was of some concern. Did you manage to determine his identity?
Yeah, Dr. Jonathan Rausch, a Navy surgeon.
Now, where's he stationed?
Eisenhower Field, Alaska.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. He served a stint in Perky, West Virginia?
Yes.
This is bad. Listen, you have to get there. Mulder may not have much time left. First go to Rauch's house and then on to the secret base.
Okay, how do I get to the base?
Well, Scully said you had a PDA?
Yeah.
Great. I'll email you the GPS coordinates of the base.
There's facts. The Canadian border guard was found dead this morning from massive unexplained burns, and Mulder's rental car was observed crossing the Canadian border into Alaska. I don't believe this.
Well, that's it then. No doubt about it. You're gonna have to get there ASAP. I just uploaded the GPS data.
Okay, if you want to keep Mulder alive, we gotta get moving. You get to Rausch's, you're probably going to want to take a charter flight. The island's going to be too busy. I'll keep everything nailed down here. Contact the Juneau field office, get you some backup. Think you can scare up a charter flight for this man?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, let's go.
You want a window or an aisle seat?
Well, maybe you should come with me.
I don't think so.
Why not? It's your case, too.
Yeah, Alaska's a little outside my jurisdiction. Besides, I have real detective work to do. You be safe.
I will.
Jeez, man, do I know you?
Cable guy. You alright?
No.
What's the matter?
My foot's gone to sleep.
Agent Wilmore, FBI.
Funny, I took you for a spook.
I've been looking for you.
Well, you found me.
Spoken with Scully.
How is she?
She's better. She's out of the hospital.
No, it's a sanitarium. I dropped her off there after she was shot in the warehouse. I called the Seattle office for more backup, but all they sent me was more cleaners from the NSA.
Who'd you speak to?
I didn't have time to ask. We barely got away. I didn't want to notify anybody of Scully's whereabouts because I didn't know who I could trust.
How did you get here?
I was in a rail yard when Rausch kidnapped me and stole my car. I always wanted to see the Pacific Northwest. Unfortunately, there's not much view from the trunk.
Well, let me guess. Was this rail yard on rural Route 1121?
You got it.
Rausch is downstairs.
You're kidding. He didn't flame you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing. What condition is he in?
Unconscious and covered in 40-weight motor oil.
Oh, Roush. Yeah, he always did have a kinky streak.
Why did Roush kidnap you?
Roush is a Navy surgeon who's involved in alien experimentation. The alien that controlled him, or controls him, crashed into the sea 2 months ago.
You did say the alien that controlled him.
Well, there's a species of alien that can use humans as host. The parasite completely takes over the target human, even gaining access to knowledge that the human possesses. The only way you can tell the difference is there's a thin film of black oil that swims over the victim's eyes. The crew of the Tarakan came across one of these Valdez-type aliens, who promptly nuked them. The government apprehended it and put it in one of their boxcars, but somebody screwed up and it escaped.
Yeah, Roush had that same black film on his eyes.
Yeah, you're lucky he didn't try to kill you. I'm pretty sure the alien's trying to get back to its ship. That's why it used Roush to get here, but I have no idea where that ship might be.
As I was coming up, I saw a man in black fatigues leaving the house.
We've got to catch up with him. He's the new host. But we have to figure out where they're headed.
I know. I was given the location of a secret government facility by 3 men via video conference.
Oh, that sounds like a reliable source.
Yes.
Agent Wilmore, it's Dana Scully. Where are you?
Juneau, Alaska.
Have you found Mulder?
Yeah, he's right here.
Thank God. Can I talk to him?
Scully, where are you?
I'm on my way to Juneau.
Well, who's your travel agent?
Byers, Frohickey, and Langley.
God love him. Do you have your cell phone with you?
Yes.
All right, I'll call you back. All right, then, let's get going. Great, it looks like we got some uninvited guests.
NSA?
Or Jehovah's Witnesses. I need you to keep them busy for me long enough to meet Scully back at that facility, then you get away and meet us there.
Hold on. I was assigned to find you and Scully. I've done that. I'm out of here.
What kind of attitude is that? The game's not over yet. Don't you want to wait around for the payoff?
Okay.
Agent Wilmore, we're with the National Security Agency. We've been tracking a plutonium smuggling ring from the former Soviet Union and Yugoslavia through Hong Kong and into Seattle. Now, we have hard evidence that the Tarakan was a courier ship which carried goods from outside the 7-mile zone. Plutonium killed the crew, as well as the man who died in Charno. Your investigation here is over, Agent Wilmore. You will immediately board a plane for Seattle. We will assume your duties here. We will take you to the airport now.
These burns match the others. Mulder's gone on ahead. I don't think we have much time.
I need your help, Scully. I need 2 of these keys to get past the blast door and into the storage chamber.
Run.
Agent Wilmore, fancy meeting you here.
So it's you?
Yes, it's me.
I guess you're curious about what the hell's going on here. Well, yeah, the thought had crossed my mind.
Oh? It was my job to divert attention away from the actual events. Plutonium smuggling, Russians, Wong, all made up. Why? The deeply held beliefs.
It's you. I don't know what's wrong with Mulder. I think he's in some kind of a narco-somnambulistic state. Maybe if we can lure him into the isolation chamber, I can contain him until I can figure out how to treat him.
Okay. How are we gonna do that?
Well, first of all, we need to locate the other key that Mulder was looking for. Now, whatever is in that room is protected by some kind of a blast door. It looks to me like the door is operated by 2 key panels. Both keys need to be turned simultaneously, like launching a nuclear missile. Now there's a key guard in the corner of the room. Maybe if I distract him, you can come up behind him and knock him out. Then we can use the key to get Mulder into that chamber. But first we have to get the isolation chamber powered up. Now the door to the security area locked itself behind me, so we have to get that opened up first. Well, let's hope this works. Any particular direction you'd like to claim?
On the key.
Yeah. It's him.
Thank you.